Let's continue our discussion about minimization of DFA. So let's solve problem 1. In this automaton, we have 5 states, Q0, Q1, Q3, and Q2. And we have the final state, which is Q4. And our alphabet is, or are, A and B. So we're going to minimize this. So let's proceed with step 1. Step 1, do we have unreachable state? Do we have a trap state? None. So therefore, let's proceed with step 2 without removing any states. So in step 2, we're going to define the transition function. Okay, so this is the transition function, wherein if Q0 encounters A, it will go to Q1. If it encounters B, it will go to Q2. While in Q1, if it's A, it will just loop within itself. But if it's B, it goes to Q3. While in Q2, if it encounters A, it will go to Q1. But in case if it's B, it will just loop within itself. While in Q3, if it encounters A, it will go to Q1. While if it's B, it will go to Q4. And in Q4, if it encounters A, it will go back to Q1. And if it's B, it will go to Q2. So that will be the transition function. So after creating this transition function, let's proceed with step 3. In getting the equivalent 0, we're going to separate the non-final state with the final state. So we have 4 non-final states, which are Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3, which will form a group. And our final state, another group. And then after getting P0 or equivalent 0, let's proceed with equivalence 1. Can we separate some states here? Okay, to check, we're going to check if we could separate some states under this group in P1 or in equivalence 1. So let's start with Q0. How does it work? How does it behave? So if it's Q0, both A and B will fall within the group. Okay. And for Q1, within the group both for A and B. So therefore, Q0 and Q1 are the same. How about Q2? Both AB will fall on the same group. So Q2 is the same as Q0, Q1. Okay, how about Q3? For A, it will fall to the next group to this group. Okay, same group. But if it's B, it will go to the next group, which is group of Q4. So therefore, Q3 is different from Q0, Q1, and Q2. So therefore, Q3 should have a separate group. Okay, so again, if the path is different from other state, it should be separated. Okay, if they are the same, it should be grouped as 1. Okay, so now let's proceed with P2. So we're going to check if still Q0, Q1, Q2 are the same after separating Q3 from them. Okay, so let's start again. Okay, with Q0, both A and B will fall on the same group. How about Q1? So A will fall in the same group, but for B, it will go to the second group. So therefore, Q0 and Q1 are not the same. They should be separated. Okay, how about Q2? So Q2 will fall both on A and B on the same group. Okay, so therefore, it's the same as Q0. So Q2 will be grouped with Q0 since they have the same path. Okay, and then I'm just going to copy the other group, which are Q3 and Q4. Okay, so let's check Q0, Q2 after separating Q1 from them. Okay, if the path are still the same. So P3, check if Q0 are the same, have the same path, Q0, Q1, Q2. So QA, second group, Q2, same group, Q2, group 2, and then for B, same group. So therefore, P3 is the same as P2 since we cannot separate Q0 with Q2. Since P2, P3 is now the same, so therefore, now we could create the transition table so that we could create the automaton later. Okay, so Q0, Q2 means it will be a new state. Okay, Q0 and Q2 will be merged as one state. So that's the meaning of this grouping. So this is the transition function. So Q0, Q2 will be the start state since originally Q0 is the initial. So therefore, wherever Q0 is, that will be the start state. And for the end state, it should be Q4. Okay. So still Q4. Since based on the problem, Q4 is the final state. Okay. So Q0, Q2, if it's A, it will go to Q1. If it's B, it will go to Q2, which is the first group. So just copy Q0, Q2. Okay. For Q1, same Q1, Q3 for AB, Q3 is still Q1 and Q4. But for Q4, for B, okay, originally it will go to Q2, but now Q2 is with Q0. So therefore, it will go to the new state, which is Q0, Q2. Okay, so this will be the minimized automaton. Okay, so Q0, Q2 is already is merged here, and then Q4 is redirected to Q0, Q2, and B will be looped within itself. Okay, so that will be the changes in this example.